Old habits can be unlearned. When I was in high school, I used to play softball and then went on to play college softball. When I hit right-handed, I had an awful habit of lunging at the ball, and my head, hands, and everything would drop a good 6 inches and I would miss the ball completely. And then we decided to turn me into a left-handed batter. Thank you, coach. I had to relearn how to hit at the age of 16, and it was a lot of work. It was a lot of baby steps. We started with the fundamentals of my hands, the grip, where my body's gonna go, my hip rotation, how to drive my hips, my feet rotation, how to keep your head, everything in line. And before long, I was hitting singles, doubles, and sometimes even home runs. Have you ever tried to till a garden? And did you notice that the weeds that have very little baby weeds come out super easy? But some of those who've been there maybe even a couple years have really deep roots. You might have to get a tool to help you uproot some of those weeds so you could till your garden, or till and plant your garden. Even though it was a little bit more work to get some of those old weeds out, eventually they did come out. Your beliefs and your unconscious bias can change also. The first step is to wake up and be aware of that. All you have to do is recognize some of those feelings. If you've ever entered a room with majority of the people who look a little differently from you and you feel a fear, ask yourself why. After you feel fear, process those feelings, become aware of what's happening, and then start to do little things to change some of your habits that will help change your mind, your beliefs, and your actions around people who look differently from you. Take control of that unconscious bias. Maybe volunteer in your community. Really get to know people who look and think differently from you. The more you do that, the more you can change those habits. Old habits can be unlearned.